to Duckpin Magic. I'm Mike Stella, with me Bob Ferry, and we're here in Johnston, Rhode Island at the Town Hall Lanes for the 1991 Mendes Town Hall Classic. And last week saw the seniors. This week we get to see the other Pro-Am.
The amateurs. The amateurs will be bowling today for $250 in added prizes by Mendes. These are the 4 final contestants out of 133 entries.
All right, so we'll meet our bowlers, get to our first match, and see bowling action on Duckpin Magic right after this.
It's exciting, it's entertaining, it's challenging, it's fun. It's Duckpin Magic. Duckpin bowling is lots of fun for the whole family. There's no need to be an expert. Duckpin bowling is easy to learn, but it's the challenge that'll keep you coming back. Even little hands can control the ball in duckpin bowling. Join a league or we'll help you start one. And with duckpin bowling, there's more bowling for your buck. Discover duckpin bowling and you'll discover Duckpin Magic at any of these locations.
Are you looking to remodel your old kitchen, but afraid you can't afford it? These are penny pincher cabinets. Guess how much they cost? But first, look at this. Handcrafted from solid wood. No particle board. More storage space than ever. And every penny pincher draw system is guaranteed for life. Factory direct savings means the cost of all this is around $1,600. For that price, you can afford to buy a kitchen large enough to get lost in.
Visit our new penny pincher location at 1450 Hartford Avenue, Stewart's Plaza in Johnston.
It's exciting, it's entertaining, it's challenging, it's fun. It's Duckpin Magic. Duckpin bowling is lots of fun for the whole family. There's no need to be an expert. Duckpin bowling is easy to learn, but it's the challenge that'll keep you coming back. Even little hands can control the ball in duckpin bowling. Join a league or we'll help you start one. And with duckpin bowling, there's more bowling for your buck. Discover duckpin bowling and you'll discover Duckpin Magic at any of these locations.
Name him Tommy. No, let's call him Rambo.
When you get a new puppy or kitten, the most important decision isn't the name.
We'll call him Romeo and her Juliet.
How about Bonnie and Clyde?
It's the decision to keep your pet immunized.
Rambo's an icky name. It's better than Charming.
Vaccinations protect pets of all ages from disease.
Maybe we can compromise?
Don't compromise your pet's health. Ask your veterinarian about an appropriate vaccination schedule.
Okay, we'll call her Romeo and him Juliet.
In 32 seconds, someone will die of cardiovascular disease. When I had a heart attack, I knew it was time to change. I quit smoking, I watched my diet, I lowered my blood pressure, and I watched my weight. I was lucky. Don't wait for your first heart attack. You might not get a second chance.
To find out how you can prevent a heart attack, contact the American Heart Association.
Welcome back to Johnston, Rhode Island. Our two bowlers, Michelle Rostron and Ralph Manson. Michelle has opted to go first. She is the third-seeded bowler. The higher bowler in head-to-head bowling always has that option.
First match will be Michelle Rostron against Ralph Manson.
And
Michelle leaves the 3, 9, 10.
Michelle comes in 118 average, and Ralph has a 119 average, so therefore Michelle gets one pin pick up on the handicap, which will be added into her first frame score.
This will be a close match. Both Ralph and Michelle are avid bowlers. They both bowl in 2 or 3 leagues. Good effort. It's
try to come up with the third ball here.
First couple of boxes on television for an amateur are always,
even the pros,
the tough ones. You know, you got to get that feeling out of your stomach.
So she gets 9 plus her handicap of 10 in the first frame.
Okay, Ralph Manson on lane 8.
Well, you got a break there as the 7 pin was slid out
Leaves the 9-pin.
Yep.
I don't think this is the easiest way to start a TV
with a
match
single?
shooting at a single pin.
Ralph's been bowling duck pins for about 12 years now. Bowls here at Town Hall Lanes, and yep, off to the left.
There's an example of a little bit of jitteriness in the first box.
Well, what he's got to do is he's got to come back and concentrate a little bit, because I'm sure during the course of the match he'll have other one pins. And there he's got it.
That's beautiful.
Ralph's got a 119 average, high game 224, high series 501.
It's a good high single game.
Sure is.
Ralph's family is very active in bowling here at Town Hall Lanes. He's got a brother, Gary, that's been bowling for several years. And recently, his brother, Richard, just came back to duckpin bowling. So they're in Town Hall Lanes 2 or 3 nights a week, and they're very good customers of ours, and they're well-respected people.
You didn't have an opportunity to see last week's show. We had the Senior Pro-Am Finals in this Mendes Town Hall Classic. And of course, Mendes, the sponsor of the event, providing us with ball racks and the masking units.
Here's a good shot of the ball rack right there. That's a new ball rack by Mendes. Mendes is based in Canada, and they're a bowling equipment supply company. And they donated some money for this tournament.
First year that they've been in the United States distributing their product, but they are one of the largest bowling equipment manufacturers and suppliers in the world, and we're certainly pleased to have them involved with the tournament.
Yeah, they use H.A. Johnson as a distributor. H.A. Johnson is in Massachusetts.
Michelle rolls it right on the
By
head
the
pin.
1-2.
Looking to pick up the 10 box here.
Okay, we have a tie match after 2 frames. 19 apiece. We'll see who's going to break the ice first. As a matter of fact, I have Michelle's husband to my right here. He's a statistician for this game. Brian Rostron. Okay, here's Michelle on lane 7. Okay, she leaves the baby split. 2-7.
Certainly makeable. And
just want to fit the. This can be done one of 2 ways. The best way to shoot this is on the inside. You want to hit the 2-pin inside of the 7-pin.
Try to carom it into the 7.
Yeah, it kind of just flows right through.
She got some lift on that one.
I think she forgot to let go of that one.
The proprietor's not going to be happy as she threw it over the 16 feet of synthetic lane there. That's a little bit better. She would have got it that time, too.
Yeah. She could have gotten it on the outside.
So 29 after 3 for Michelle Rostron. And Ralph Manson will step in.
Okay. We have a spare break for Ralph. He's shooting at the 6-9. And we have our first mark of the match.
Well done by Ralph Manson.
We have a tie score plus this ball for Ralph.
Ralph's wife Valerie and 3 sons, Chad, Eric, Nicholas, watching along at home in Providence. How about that?
Big ball. Ralph gets a strike on a spare in the 4th frame. Now has a 10-pin lead.
7-pin kicked out at the very last second. Nice mix on that one.
That's a good shot of the Mendes masking units right there.
Very colorful.
Very modern.
Watch out.
Here we go. It looks just as good as the ones that go down right away on paper. There we go. There's another play right there.
In slow motion.
Good action. And there goes the 10-pin. Just that little shove right at the end. Okay, this is a big ball for Michelle. Put her right back in the match.
Taking a little extra time. And she fires. Looks good.
Oh, a beautiful ball. Okay. Very heavy concentration.
interesting to see how she takes on this single here.
It's like Michelle throws a Comet rubber ball. Oh, she takes the spear. We're back to a tie game.
Should ask her husband who's better at singles there. Right now, I guess because he can't answer, I guess she is. Right? Michelle is.
That's right. His microphone's not on. Okay, Ralph leaves the 1, 2, 4. Another spear you want to shoot on the inside. Both bowlers got off to a slow start, and now we have a few marks up there. Okay, here we go. We have a match.
Nicely done by Ralph Manson.
Okay, Ralph has 3 marks in a row, a spear, a strike, and then another spear. It's 59 in the 4th box. He has a 10-pin lead. Oh, look at that.
A lot of marks up on the scoreboard today, as you see it there. Beautiful. 10 pins in the pit in a hurry. And so Michelle will step back in. Well, she'll take that. That'll be a 7 count.
Okay, let's see, Michelle. 66 through 5 frames.
Needs this
Ralph
mark.
just shot that spear break, didn't he?
Mark. Yep. And she needs this mark to try to stay even. No.
Wait a minute.
Yes,
Oh.
she got it. Had a second chance, and it paid off for her.
That's when we thank the wall. Okay, we have
There
a
you
good
go.
match
Watch it
going
here. Ooh, watch this. Slid,
come back.
went in front, slid behind, and gets it on the
Beautiful
bounce.
shot. I like that instant replay. This is a big ball.
Oh, she pulled the chain on that one. She thought,
7
thought
pin.
she had the strike.
Okay, both amateurs doing an excellent job here.
We saw her pick up the 7 pin in the 5th frame. Oh,
Okay.
just couldn't hang on.
This is an important pin. In duck pin, that 3rd ball is just as important as the 2nd ball.
Yeah, she got it out a little
She
bit.
gets-
slid it
thought
by
she
on the
had
right
that.
side.
Okay, again, we want to thank Mendes Corporation for sponsoring this, basically this entire week, week of events for the amateurs, sponsoring some money and leaving the 5-pin, Ralph. They also, everyone that entered the Pro-Am tournament got a free T-shirt from Mendes Corporation. Very generous gift. Ralph gets a spear.
Well, Ralph Manson is doing everything he can to
give you an example, we have Ralph's a 119 average bowler and Michelle's a 118 average bowler, and both bowlers are bowling well over their averages right now. So they're taking the pressure of bowling on TV very well.
Well, Ralph has his average.
He's got his
in the
average
7th
in the
frame.
7th frame.
Oh, missed it. Rushed a little bit. Didn't stay extended to pick up the 10 pin, and
It's
well,
easy
have
for
an
us
open
to say
frame.
up here.
Yeah.
Okay, 9 frame for Ralph.
So he's got 127 after 8 frames. Michelle steps in, certainly not out of this match, as she'll be bowling the 8th and 9th frames here at Town Hall Lanes.
Michelle is a hairstylist, and she would have been bowling on the Ladies Pro Tour this spring, but she had I believe, a foot operation that held her back for about 5 or 6 weeks. So she's basically just coming back, and obviously very well. So she says she's going to join the Pro Tour, the Women's Pro Tour, next year. Michelle's high game is 189. Her high 3 game set is 445.
Now she's got an opportunity to pick up a mark here and close the gap, as her opponent, Ralph Manson, is open in the 8th, and she's got a spare break right here. On target.
On target. We still have a match here. Michelle has, she's got several tournament victories. She won the Rhode Island Classic tournament in 1990, and she's won the last 2 mixed doubles tournaments in Rhode Island, the proprietor-sponsored tournaments.
So she's been bowling well.
She's been hot.
Yeah, been bowling well and continues to bowl well here. Big mark in that last frame and a big fill here puts her right back in the match. How about that?
Beautiful ball.
Leaves a 5, but she counts 9 on the mark. 127, 123, a 4-pin match. Oh, 113.
113.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Another mark.
Okay, we have a 14-pin match. Michelle is on a spare. Michelle has 1 frame left. Ralph's up in the 9th frame now on lane 8.
With those 2 marks, though, she has reversed the pressure and put it on Ralph Manson. And
Okay. This is going to be interesting.
Put even more pressure on himself
This is a
here.
very, very big ball for Ralph. Look
Wow,
at that.
look at that shot.
Looks like he handled the pressure well
Guess
on the
so.
second ball.
Look bleak for him there. You'll see how it happened right there.
One of those pins almost didn't go down.
In the 10th frame.
Oh, he leaves the 9-10. There's a situation where you throw a good ball in duck pins, and sometimes you just catch that split.
See Michelle looking on as Ralph is trying to finish up. Oh, that was a good try
effort.
there, yeah. They'll be finishing up with a 150 plus.
This pin is very important for Ralph.
He's got it.
155 string for Ralph Manson. Excellent bowling.
And so it's all up to Michelle Rostron right now as she steps in.
Looks like Michelle needs a double strike.
Yep. First 2 balls have to be
She needs
strikes.
a strike on this ball. Just concentrating.
Gets it out.
Just a hair off.
Yep.
Okay, looks like the winner of the first match will be Ralph Manson. But both amateurs bowled an excellent game. But one interesting thing about Ralph, when we remodeled Town Hall Lanes, he was one of the painters we used to do the painting here. Beautiful string by Michelle, 134. However, she is defeated by Ralph Manson, 155 to 134.
Ralph Manson will be back and continue to climb up the ladder of his Pro-Am finals. We'll have it for you coming up right after this.
You've seen me show you the inside story about Penny Pincher's handcrafted cabinets before. About their solid wood construction, no particle board. About their 5-year warranty and drawer systems that are guaranteed for life. But now let me show you how easy they are to install.
Visit our new Penny Pincher location at 1450 Hartford Avenue, Stewart's Plaza in Johnston.
It's exciting, it's entertaining, it's challenging, it's fun. It's Duckpin Magic. Duckpin bowling is lots of fun for the whole family. There's no need to be an expert. Duckpin bowling is easy to learn, but it's the challenge that'll keep you coming back. Even little hands can control the ball in duckpin bowling. Join a league or we'll help you start one. And with duckpin bowling, there's more bowling for your buck. Discover duckpin bowling and you'll discover Duckpin Magic at any of these locations.
Are you looking to remodel your old kitchen but afraid you can't afford it? These are penny pincher cabinets. Guess how much they cost. But first, look at this. Handcrafted from solid wood. No particle board. More storage space than ever. And every penny pincher draw system is guaranteed for life. Factory direct savings means the cost of all this is around $1,600. For that price, you can afford to buy a kitchen large enough to get lost in.
Visit our new Penny Pincher location at 1450 Hartford Avenue, Stewart's Plaza in Johnston.
It's exciting, it's entertaining, it's challenging, it's fun. It's Duckpin Magic. Duckpin bowling is lots of fun for the whole family. There's no need to be an expert. Duckpin bowling is easy to learn, but it's the challenge that'll keep you coming back. Even little hands can control the ball in duckpin bowling. Join a league or we'll help you start one. And with duckpin bowling, there's more bowling for your buck. Discover duckpin bowling and you'll discover Duckpin Magic at any of these locations.
I want want to name him Tommy. No, let's call him Rambo.
When you get a new puppy or kitten, the most important decision isn't the name.
We'll call him Romeo and her Juliet.
How about Bonnie and Clyde?
It's the decision to keep your pet immunized.
Rambo's an icky name. It's better than Charmy.
Vaccinations protect pets of all ages from disease.
Maybe we can compromise?
Don't compromise your pet's health. Ask your veterinarian about an appropriate vaccination schedule.
Okay, we'll call her Romeo and him Juliet.
In 32 seconds, someone will die of cardiovascular disease. When I had a heart attack, I knew it was time to change. I quit smoking, I watched my diet, I lowered my blood pressure, and I watched my weight. I was lucky. Don't wait for your first heart attack. You might not get a second chance.
To find out how you can prevent a heart attack, contact the American Heart Association.
Our second match features Gene DiPinto and Ralph Manson, fresh off that 155-134 win. Gene is from Coventry, Rhode Island.
Okay, we have an even match here. There is no handicap being given out. Both bowlers have a 119 average.
All right, first time we've had a chance to look at Gene. High game 178, high series 455.
Okay, and as we know, Ralph Manson just defeated Michelle Rostron, 155 to 134.
And waiting on top, Mark Rogers, the top seed.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Way to get started. It's not one of your picture-perfect spares, but you take anything you get at that point, as he was able to come back from a rip on the right side and put a spare on the board.
Okay, well,
let's see if Mark,
both bowlers started with the same exact ball.
See if Ralph can do the same thing here. End up with a mark.
Well, not quite. Okay.
Well, Ralph started the last game slow, but ended up stringing together 4 or 5 marks in the middle of the match, and that helped him out.
Ralph with 7 in his first frame.
So
as
Ralph
we mentioned,
Manson moving over to lane 7, bowling frame 2. Nice ball there.
Leaving the 7th pin.
He's going to have to come back and pick up a single. Missed a couple of them in that last match. Fortunately, didn't come back to hurt him at all.
Okay.
There you go.
Both Gene and Ralph bowl twice a week here at Town Hall Lanes. Both avid bowlers, both families. Gene's wife, Gloria, also bowls in the same 2. Well, she bowls in 2 leagues, and Gene bowls in 3 leagues. I bowl in 2 of the leagues with Gene myself, the Thursday Night Handicappers League and the Friday Night Johnston Mixed League. So I'll be opposing Gene myself from time to time.
Count 7 on the mark in the first frame, 17 for Gene DiPinto after 1 frame.
It's a tough spare to shoot.
That's why.
It's almost, you got to have both skill and luck at the same time to take that 3rd pin out.
Yeah, because you hit it too flush like you did. You take out the double wood, but the 10 pin stays up.
It's a pretty sight when it does go, though. So we have a 9 for Gene. He's 26 through 2 frames. Be getting up on lane 7. This is, I believe, Gene's first appearance on television. We'll give you the opportunity to watch the seniors last week, the amateurs this week, and then we'll be coming up with 4 consecutive Pro Bowler shows. So we wanted just to let everyone know that you don't have to be a pro to bowl duck pins, and
be able to enjoy
eligible.
it.
Handicapped events like this, everyone's eligible. Matter of fact, the senior match 2 weeks ago, I believe the final game was a 165 frame.
That's right. Art De Silva, the winner, ended up with a 165.
There's a 70-year-old senior citizen. He bowled a 165 game on television. You ought to be proud of that.
In fact, your brother Frank, who we had with us on last week's telecast, said that it might be a record for seniors matches on TV. 9 more for Gene DiPinto, 35 after 3 frames, and Ralph Manson can jump up and take the lead in this match by bowling the 3rd and 4th frames.
Okay, Ralph is off basically to another slow start, but as we said last game, he put together 4 marks in a row.
5 pins count on his mark in the second.
Okay, we got a few notes here by Gene DiPinto. He'd like us to say hello to his 2 sons, David and Michael, and his 5 grandchildren, Matthew 9, David 3, Shane 1, Michael 2, and Jacqueline 3. He also wants to say hello to his wife, Gloria, who is a converted 10-pin bowler. Gene's wife used to have a 165 average in 10-pin, and she likes duck pins better. There's a tough break for Ralph. There's a look at Ralph's brother, Richard Manson.
Sitting there in the top row.
Okay. This is an important ball. Third ball is always a very important ball. Okay, he gets an 8.
Yep.
It's 40 through 4 frames.
And Gene DiPinto will step in. Gene's an electrician with the IBEW, Local Union 99. And the
International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers.
He's only been bowling duck pins for about 8 years, so
He's have a high single game of 178 and a high 3-game set of 455.
to put a 10 count on the board here and increase his slim lead from 3 to 5. Slid it by, so he will end up with a 44-40 lead after 4 frames are complete.
Gene is from Coventry, Rhode Island, born in Providence, Rhode Island. As I mentioned before, he bowls in the Handicappers Thursday Night League and the Johnston Mixed League on Friday nights. Gene is a very common face around Town Hall lanes.
Watch out.
He almost steals a strike off the head pin. Gene has got a very good disposition. He's the type of customer that comes in, rarely complains. He's happy to be here, and he's a good customer of ours here at Town Hall Lanes. We're glad to have him around, both he and his wife.
Oh, slid it by.
We're waiting for one of the bowlers to make a move here. They're waiting for each other. Okay, let's see.
In a tight match like this, you got to make sure you pick up all the pins.
Okay, Gene has a 4-pin lead through the 4th frame.
Ralph Manson will step back in, bowling lane number 8, frame number 5 here at Town Hall Lanes. Johnson,
okay,
there you go.
We have a strike.
That was a beautiful strike by Ralph Manson.
There's a look at that. 5-pin, last one to go.
Yep.
I don't think that 5-pin had a chance.
Sent a couple of pins looking for that one that time. And
now we have a double strike. Ralph's done it again. Started off very slow.
I'll tell you what, Ralph's career high 224 and a high series of 501 indicates that he can put strikes together.
He's explosive. Ralph, as a matter of fact, 2 or 3 weeks ago in one of the leagues he bowls in, he had 5 strikes in a row. He won the strike jackpot, so he is an explosive bowler.
Of course, that certainly puts the pressure on Gene DiPinto here as things are going along nice. You've got a small lead, and all of a sudden the guy gets up and throws a double at you. And
put your 15 pins behind him
puts the pressure on you.
There's a good look at Gene.
Yep.
Okay.
Hold it a little bit.
Right, this
looks like he's rushing to the line just
point
a touch.
In the game where Gene should settle down a little, take a deep breath, try and refocus on what's going on here. Okay. Gene is 62 through 6th frame. He's at a point now where he does need to stop putting some marks up on the board.
And awaiting them, the winner of this match, Mark Rogers,
who was the top seed.
Top seed and has the highest average of the 4 bowlers we'll see this week on Duckpin Magic.
See, these, as we mentioned, these 4 finalists were of 133 entries, and they're bowling for $250 in added prizes by Mendes Corporation.
out.
Good effort.
Very nice. Just missed picking up the 7 pin for the spare, and now we'll try to pick up the full 10 pins. Then Ralph Manson will get up, working on a double.
Okay, that's a 10 frame for Gene.
Well, here's Ralph Manson. Now let's see
Ralph's
if we
in a
can
position
string
right now
some
with
strikes
a
together.
good fill here. He can pretty much put Gene behind for good.
Watch
As
out.
I said, he is an explosive bowler. That's an excellent fill on that double strike.
He's throwing the ball well.
Ralph's well on his way to a victory here. See, Ralph was the 4th seed. This is his 2nd game. If he were to win this game and win the next one, he would have, you know, to win 3 games on television for first place. That's a good accomplishment. So, Mike, do you bowl at all?
Of course I do. At least that's what they call it.
How come you're not out there?
That's what they call it when you throw the ball down the lane, right?
Okay.
10 box for Ralph Manson. 114 after 8 frames, and he has a 30-plus lead over Gene DiPinto. And Gene, if he doesn't want to be closed out before
He
the
needs a
10th
mark right
frame,
here.
needs
Does
to
need
put
a mark.
a couple of strikes on the board himself. Needs to match that double.
Nope.
I didn't get the strike. See if he can pick up this difficult.
The spare will
Spare.
go. You just need to shoot it as if you were shooting your first ball, preferably in the 1-2 pocket. I'm sure
Hope you
Gene's-
get some action that sails
You
to
want
the right.
something
picks
to
up the
sail
10
to the
pin.
right to get
Yep.
that 10 pin, yeah?
Well, let's see what happens. He's got
That's
it.
perfectly.
What a great shot.
Isn't that how we called it?
Yep. That's
Here's
the
a
way I
good
would have shot it.
Good shot at the Mendes.
There you
wait a
go.
minute, There's a repeat there.
It's a good shot of the spare. In
Beautiful
front of the
shot.
Mendes masking unit there.
Okay. It's an important ball for Gene. Strike here could put him right back in the game. Okay, well, he's got 5 down. Shooting at a little mini strike over there on the right side. He just needs to put it right in that little pocket there. Gene does need this mark here. You got the first half, now he needs the second half of the 10 pins. Okay.
Well, he'll have 3 to shoot at. Come up with a 10
I
box.
wonder if Ralph knows that he's on his way to another victory here. Okay.
96 after 9 for
Okay, Ralph has 2
Gene
frames to
DiPinto.
go. He needs a total of 13 pins to shut Gene out.
All right, let's see
Mark
what he can
here
do.
would.
Well,
Okay,
he's
it's
going to
a
have to
little-
go some to pick up
This
the
is
mark.
what we call a TV shot. He left the 2, 7, 9.
Well, he's on TV. Let's see what he can do with it. Ralph Manson.
Oh well. You
Try
need
to-
to just place the ball and hit
Yeah.
the baby split and carry
That's
the
what he was
other
trying to
pin
do,
over.
and just let
Pulled it a little bit to the left. That
There
would
you
have
go.
done it.
That would have helped out. 10 box, 124, 96. 28 pin advantage for Ralph Manson.
Okay,
Well.
looks like this match is over and Ralph Manson has his second victory. He's 130 plus the last frame. Okay. Okay, 133 for Ralph Manson,
right.
defeating Gene DiPinto.
Just waiting for Gene to come up with his final score, but right now Ralph averaging 144 in the TV finals. Pretty good
For an
for a
amateur with a
119 bowler.
119 bowler.
Bowling 25 pins per game over his average. Gene like to finish up strong
It'd be
here.
nice to finish up with a mark here.
Just could never get untracked. He got the mark in that first frame, and then after that, things just didn't go his way. Ready to bowl. So it will be Ralph Manson and Mark Rogers in the
that was a
championship
tough
match coming up. Try to finish up here with Gene.
Mark Rogers waits on.
10 bucks. 133-106 weigh-in for Ralph Manson. It'll be Manson taking on Mark Rogers when we return on Duckpin Magic after this.
You've seen me show you the inside story about Penny Pincher's handcrafted cabinets before. About their solid wood construction, no particle board. About their 5-year warranty and drawer systems that are guaranteed for life. But now let me show you how easy they are to install.
Visit our new Penny Pincher location at 1450 Hartford Avenue, Stewart's Plaza in Johnston.
It's exciting, it's entertaining, it's challenging, it's fun. It's Duckpin Magic. Duckpin bowling is lots of fun for the whole family. There's no need to be an expert. Duckpin bowling is easy to learn, but it's the challenge that'll keep you coming back. Even little hands can control the ball in duckpin bowling. Join a league or we'll help you start one. And with duckpin bowling, there's more bowling for your buck. Discover duckpin bowling and you'll discover Duckpin Magic at any of these locations.
Are you looking to remodel your old kitchen but afraid you can't afford it? These are penny pincher cabinets. Guess how much they cost. But first, look at this. Handcrafted from solid wood. No particle board. More storage space than ever. And every penny pincher draw system is guaranteed for life. Factory direct savings means the cost of all this is around $1,600. For that price, you can afford to buy a kitchen large enough to get lost in.
Visit our new Penny Pincher location at 1450 Hartford Avenue, Stewart's Plaza in Johnston.
It's exciting, it's entertaining, it's challenging, it's fun. It's Duckpin Magic. Duckpin bowling is lots of fun for the whole family. There's no need to be an expert. Duckpin bowling is easy to learn, but it's the challenge that'll keep you coming back. Even little hands can control the ball in duckpin bowling. Join a league or we'll help you start one. And with duckpin bowling, there's more bowling for your buck. Discover duckpin bowling and you'll discover Duckpin Magic at any of these locations.
I want to name him Charmy. No, let's call him Rambo.
When you get a new puppy or kitten, the most important decision isn't the name.
We'll call him Romeo and her Juliet.
How about Bonnie and Clyde?
It's the decision to keep your pet immunized.
Rambo's an icky name. Sort of than Charmy.
Vaccinations protect pets of all ages from disease.
Maybe we can compromise?
Don't compromise your pet's health. Ask your veterinarian about an appropriate vaccination schedule.
Okay, we'll call her Romeo and him Juliet.
In 32 seconds, someone will die of cardiovascular disease. When I had a heart attack, I knew it was time to change. I quit smoking, I watched my diet, I lowered my blood pressure, and I watched my weight. I was lucky. Don't wait for your first heart attack. You might not get a second chance.
To find out how you can prevent a heart attack, contact the American Heart Association.
This is our championship match of the 1991 Mendes Town Hall Classic Pro-Am, and the top seed, Mark Rogers, will step in now as
he opts to go first.
Yep.
The top seed gets a choice whether he wants to go first. He will
tested
bowl
out the
one
lanes
frame.
a little bit, and off he goes.
Okay.
Not wasting any time.
Not a bad way to start any game. Mark Rogers, perfect through one frame.
You see the ball hitting the pins, and the 5-pin just getting ticked off the backside and dropping down.
We have Ralph Manson, who was 4th seed, winning his first 2 matches, defeating Michelle Rostron and Jean DiPinto.
He gets 2 pins here in the handicap, as his average of 119 is compared to Mark's 121.
This amateur event was a handicapped event. And
so it will be added into his first score,
the difference between their tournament averages.
Be added in the first frame here, and it's a 12 for Ralph Manson. A 10 he bowled plus his 2 handicap.
Okay, Ralph's coming off 2 victories here. He needs to just stay online, concentrate.
We've seen him use the strike.
A little bit of a break there.
Yeah, we've seen him use the strike as a powerful weapon in his 2 previous matches.
4 pins behind last game. He threw a double strike.
And that's it.
And that was about the end of it.
2 other marks, and that was the burst that did it for him. Won it by 27 pins.
He pulled that a little bit to the left.
22 after 2 for Ralph Manson, and Mark Rogers will step back in. He's a
maintenance driver for the West Warwick School Department. He's been with the West Warwick School Department for 17 years. I think Mark had a little bit of jitters on that ball there,
well,
but luckily he gets 2 balls to fill this strike.
Right. Let's see if he can get a strike here.
Okay.
Well, he didn't do too badly
6
there.
fill on the strike.
Yep.
Puts him 4 pins ahead in the first frame. I'm sure he'll take a ribbing about that first ball for
got to really
weeks
concentrate
to come,
out there because the lights, the camera, the crowd, everything is. Oh, look at that shot!
Beautiful shot. 10 frame. As I had mentioned earlier, in your first time on television, you got the lights staring at you, the crowd clapping, and concentration is tough to get right away.
Mark's high game 201, so both bowlers have been over the 200 mark in their bowling careers. High series 489.
Mark bowls in the Pawtucket Valley Businessmen's Association League at Max Bowlaway in West Warwick, Rhode Island. He's been bowling duck pins at Max Bowlaway for 12 years.
Misses. Leaves himself with an 8-box 34 after 3.
Okay, Mark rolled a 468 set in the amateur qualifying. That put him top seed for sure.
Well, Ralph Manson wanted to put a little extra on that one and did. Drops 8.
Okay. Ralph shooting at the 1-9. Pull the ball a little bit to the right. Okay, as we saw in the first 2 games, Ralph was basically cold through 4 frames, and then came on strong both times.
Trails by 2 pins here. Yeah, 34,
so we'll see
32.
Either this frame or next frame he starts up again. Okay, he caught a break there.
Looks like he might be rushing just a little bit to the line. Looks like he's a little faster. He's not as deliberate as he was.
There are so many things you can do when you're bowling to change your game. If you rush a little, if you walk a little left, if you walk a little right.
Doesn't take all that much either.
No. Look at that beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
Seen some great bowling
here. We
here.
get to see it again.
Perfect.
I think the pins just disappeared.
Perfect placement there.
Okay, we
Mark
have a
Rogers
drop
comes
off
back.
the head
Yep.
pin.
Looking to pick up his second mark of the match.
Okay. Mark will be shooting at the 8 pin. Okay, and he hits it clean.
So both bowlers mark in the 4th.
Okay, this is a 2-pin match. Mark holding a slight lead of 2 pins.
Mark's hobbies include hunting and fishing. Plays a little billiards and does some camping as well.
He hasn't had much luck on that left lane there. He has, so the expression goes, ripped the middle both times he's been on that lane. Okay, this is an important ball. He's on his 3rd ball. He's got 4 pins standing. If he could take those 3 left pins out. Excellent.
And what a great shot that was for 10.
In a close match like that, every pin counts.
Gives him a 58 after 5. Ralph Manson steps in. He's got 42 plus this ball coming up.
Look, oh, hey, we have a break off the head pin, leaving the 1 pin.
That count really helps.
I think we all know how to get this pin. You just have to hit it.
Count helps because it puts him ahead in the match.
It's a spear.
Got it that time.
Shooting at the 1 pin is a lot tougher than some would like to venture to guess because you just missed that pin by more than 6 inches. That's why it's standing there. Now you got to come back and hit it. Okay. Ralph dropping 8 on that spear. Oh, beautiful shot. Okay. All right, he leaves the baby split on lane 8. The 2-7. Mark needs this mark here to stay in the match. Ralph again with 3 marks in a row after a slow start.
Look at that.
You hit that on the outside. There's an example where you can push the right pin into the left pin by hitting it on the outside.
Once again, both bowlers mark. Oh, he liked that ball.
Okay, it was a good ball.
Leaves the 9-10.
Leaves the 9-10 again on that lane 7. Mark's had 3 tough breaks, but the wood is important here. Okay, Mark is 76 through 6 frames. Nice 10 box. Picking that wood is so important. Okay, Ralph just letting up on the ball a little, taking 2 pins off the side.
Still maintains his lead, but things have tightened up considerably.
Okay. Shooting for a 10 frame. Okay. 89 to 86 through 7 frames. It's a very close match.
Yep, basically even as we head down the last 3
It's
frames.
a situation when you want to win, you got to start now.
What'll be interesting is Mark Rogers chose to start, which means he will end last.
Oh, tough break for Ralph.
I think he deserved better on the hit there. So Ralph will bowl here in the 8th.
As Mark looks on. Okay. Again, we'd like to thank Mendes Corporation for sponsoring this tournament. Added prize money.
And their
free
overall
T-shirts for every entry in the Pro-Am.
Their overall involvement in the tournament certainly has lent itself to making it a very successful event.
They manufacture the ball rack that you can see on the first shot when the ball was coming up, and the masking units that cover the machines.
Well, Mark Rogers is putting himself in a situation where the 9th frame could be the most important frame of the match for him. He's got 10 more, so he stays on pace to stay behind by 3 pins. Just hate to go into that 10th frame absolutely knowing that you need a mark.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's one way to do it. Sort of
looks
smiles
just as good on
shakes his
paper.
head. Yeah. There you see what will happen. Way off on the left.
It's just everything came back and pushed out what was needed to get a strike. It's an important ball for Ralph. Okay, Ralph comes back with a good ball, leaving the 7-pin. Ralph needs this spare to stay in the match.
Sure does. But with a mark here and a mark in the 10th, he can put Mark Rogers up.
Okay,
got it.
Excellent shooting.
What he's obviously going to try to do here is to put up enough so that it forces Mark Rogers also to
get
mark
another
in the
mark.
10th.
Yes. Oh, tough
that
break,
is
leaving the 4-5. Just a light hit. And the 5-pin wasn't carried out. Now the 2 pins there are very important. Every pin he gets now puts a little bit more pressure on Mark to fill that strike.
Ooh.
Okay. 125 for Ralph Manson.
Well, Mark Rogers steps in. He's working on the strike in the 9th. Wastes no time. Fire. And he's got it.
And
a
he's
double.
got the match. That's our champion.
Wow.
Well
Boy,
deserved.
didn't stand up at the line and think about it too much. As you see it, perfect hit, and they all went down.
Okay, that's our champion, Mark Rogers, throwing a double strike in the 10th frame. It's
And
going out in style, maybe a third.
little flourish there.
It's good ball. A little bit unfortunate luck.
One more ball to finish up here, but Mark Rogers has won the 1991 Mendes Town Hall Classic Pro-Am in an exciting match.
He's got one more ball.
Yep. One more ball to finish it out.
No.
Total on
No, I just think he threw an extra ball.
I think he did throw
Yeah,
it. I thought he had a
141.
Okay, 141. I thought he had
Excellent string by Mark Rogers.
great double in the 9th and the 10th to win it. 141, 125. We'll present awards to all of our bowlers coming up right after this.
You've seen me show you the inside story about Penny Pincher's handcrafted cabinets before. About their solid wood construction, no particle board. About their 5-year warranty and drawer systems that are guaranteed for life. But now let me show you how easy they are to install.
Visit our new Penny Pincher location at 1450 Hartford Avenue, Stewart's Plaza in Johnston.
It's exciting, it's entertaining, it's challenging, it's fun. It's Duckpin Magic. Duckpin bowling is lots of fun for the whole family. There's no need to be an expert. Duckpin bowling is easy to learn, but it's the challenge that'll keep you coming back. Even little hands can control the ball in duckpin bowling. Join a league or we'll help you start one. And with duckpin bowling, there's more bowling for your buck. Discover duckpin bowling and you'll discover Duckpin Magic at any of these locations.
Are you looking to remodel your old kitchen, but afraid you can't afford it? These are penny pincher cabinets. Guess how much they cost. But first, look at this. Handcrafted from solid wood. No particle board. More storage space than ever. And every penny pincher draw system is guaranteed for life. Factory direct savings means the cost of all this is around $1,600. For that price, you can afford to buy a kitchen large enough to get lost in.
Visit our new Penny Pincher location at 1450 Hartford Avenue, Stewart's Plaza in Johnston.
It's exciting, it's entertaining, it's challenging, it's fun. It's Duckpin Magic. Duckpin bowling is lots of fun for the whole family. There's no need to be an expert. Duckpin bowling is easy to learn, but it's the challenge that'll keep you coming back. Even little hands can control the ball in duckpin bowling. Join a league or we'll help you start one. And with duckpin bowling, there's more bowling for your buck. Discover duckpin bowling and you'll discover Duckpin Magic at any of these locations.
I want to name him Charmy. Let's call him Rambo.
When you get a new puppy or kitten, the most important decision isn't a name.
We'll call him Romeo and her Juliet.
How about Bonnie and Clyde?
It's the decision to keep your pet immunized.
Rambo's an icky name. Sort of Charmy.
Vaccinations protect pets of all ages from disease.
Maybe we can compromise?
Don't compromise your pet's health. Ask your veterinarian about an appropriate vaccination schedule.
Okay, we'll call her Romeo and him Juliet.
In 32 seconds, someone will die of cardiovascular disease. When I had a heart attack, I knew it was time to change. I quit smoking, I watched my diet, I lowered my blood pressure, and I watched my weight. I was lucky. Don't wait for your first heart attack. You might not get a second chance.
To find out how you can prevent a heart attack, contact the American Heart Association.
Welcome back to Johnston, Rhode Island. I'm Mike Seller, with me Bob Ferry, and we're at the Town Hall Lanes and just finishing up the 1991 Mendes Town Hall Lanes Classic Pro-Am, and we had some exciting bowling, didn't we?
Yes, we did, and we'd like to pay off the contestants with the money that was added to the tournament by Mendes Corporation. And fourth place, Michelle Rostron. Congratulations. Good bowling.
Okay.
Okay, third place, Gene DiPinto. Good bowling, Gene. Congratulations. Okay, a local favorite, but not the victor, Ralph Manson. Congratulations, Ralph. And our champion, 1991, Pro-Am, victor, Mark Rogers. Congratulations, Mark. Oh, he gets a trophy, too.
Yeah, congratulations, Mark. Great comeback in the last part of that match.
Well, that's why they call it a little magic. You get that backdoor strike, and that's why it's so much fun, you know. You got to thank the Ferry family. It was excellent.
Thank
Legs
you
are
very
like
much.
rubber.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, his legs are like rubber. Our time is growing short. Bob, thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right. We want to thank the Mendes Corporation also for their sponsorship, and thank you for watching this Duckpin Magic show. For Bob Ferry, I'm Mike Sella. See you again next time right here on Duckpin Magic.